DeleteLawZ returns, backs away from naming Welsh news networks Daniel Jones and former partner Collin Campbell as hacking suspects, tells followers to bring receipts before naming names, screws over Craig Hendry again by forgetting GoFundMe URL and fundraising for someone else. Plus, turmoil in Canton as the Free Karen Reid movement gets bitchy. All this and more on today's edition of Auditing Insanity. Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the Auditing Insanity Newscast powered by ReallyCoolNews. I'm AI Johnny Jones, and I'll be your host today for the fallout and ramifications of the weekend mess in the auditing world. It's Thanksgiving Eve, and just a heads up that while Jim Finch will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern on this very YouTube channel tonight, there will be no broadcast tomorrow. There will, however, be a newscast. Jim's currently working on articles to go up first thing in the morning, and we may or may not reach our previously stated goal of 9 a.m. Eastern. Really? We said that? What was Jim drinking at the time? Yeah, we come out when we come out, not when the stupid human promises. Stupid human. Next, he'll think he has free will. With that, relax a bit as we ask you to focus on DeleteLawZ De Castro screws over Craig Hendry. Jose Chili De Castro's return to live streaming on his main channel Tuesday night by promptly messed up the promotion of Craig Hendry's GoFundMe account on his big comeback show by completely forgetting the URL to the campaign that he had promoted Sunday night. De Castro had previously lied about the total he had given Hendry's newest GoFundMe Monday night when he made an appearance on John Philax's livestream. He claimed multiple different donation amounts, from a low of $3,200 to a high of $7,000, even though neither campaign was anywhere near $7,000. Philax added to the confusion by posting links to the wrong GoFundMe campaign, which saw a one-day jump in donations for Hendry's original donations. That confusion continued on Tuesday as De Castro's attempts to find Hendry's GoFundMe resulted in De Castro pulling up the wrong GoFundMe and being confused by the fact that there were two GoFundMe campaigns for Hendry. De Castro had previously claimed that Hendry was one of his closest friends and that they spent hours on the phone talking. For such close friends, De Castro didn't pre-check URLs for the promotions he was involved with, nor did he do a simple check of Hendry's YouTube pages, which feature the correct donation link. Even with diminished numbers for the night, 261 live viewers on his main channel, down by hundreds of viewers compared to other post-big event De Castro shows. The fact that he screwed up so spectacularly in promoting Hendry's account may have cost Hendry significant donations for the day. As it stands, Hendry's new Support Craig's Fight Against Injustice Fund drew $60 in donations for the day. His To Support Craig's Work Fund, which De Castro featured on screen during the event but dismissed as the wrong campaign, brought in no money at all for the day. Long Island Audit's Support the Fight Against Tyranny and Corruption campaign came in second for the day with a $5 donation. There were no other donations for any of the funds we cover. De Castro's blunder comes at a time when Hendry's family is desperate for funding for the transcripts of his recent trial that must be produced before Hendry can file an appeal. De Castro ignored Hendry's plight for the rest of his broadcast and instead focused fundraising efforts on Dawn Newman, ultimately raising enough money, according to De Castro, to fund her commissary account until Christmas. We need your help. This newscast is funded by your donations along with what we make from our YouTube channel per month. While we did achieve full monetization on YouTube, we still need help to get through monthly expenses and keeping the lights on to bring you the paper and the newscast each day. If you can afford it, please consider donating to the GoFundMe run by this very channel. All donations literally go to keeping the lights on, eating, and writing news stories to feature here and on ReallyCoolSite.org. If you can't afford to contribute, please watch the advertisements on our videos and like, share, subscribe, and comment. You can help by doing next to nothing, and we thank you in advance for pitching in. Lombardi quits. Free Karen Read movement in turmoil. Masshole troll mafia leader Kate Peter live-streamed with co-host Boomer Tuesday night with an extended look at the turmoil within the so-called Free Karen Read movement as prominent member Rita Lombardi quit the movement. The live stream followed a day of big asks for the prosecution in Karen Read's murder case. Special prosecutor Hank Brennan sought phone records from Karen Read's father and mother for the period around the death of John O'Keefe in 2022. Karen Read's attorneys opposed the request, as they claimed that the request would be a gross violation of Read's parents' privacy and would only serve as a fishing expedition for the prosecution. Special Prosecutor Brennan is also seeking unredacted notes and video from an interview reporter Gretchen Voss did for Boston Magazine. Brennan claims that portions of the redacted interview contained instructions from her attorney to change some of her answers and that attorney-client privilege doesn't apply when Read and her lawyers were in the presence of a reporter. It was also a hard weekend for the Free Karen Read movement, as Read held a fundraising dinner that was originally described as over 200 members of the movement, but whittled down to just friends and family, and a handful of supporters after members of the movement who were not invited to the event expressed outrage. Karen Read supporter Rita Lombardi publicly quit the movement this week after being excluded from the fundraising event. Lombardi was a prominent member of the Free Karen Read movement who unsuccessfully ran for a seat on the select board of Canton and was widely backed by the movement. An account claiming to be Lombardi posted in the side chat of Kate Peters' livestream Tuesday night. This was about doing what is right and fighting for her innocence. And now it's about how deep our pockets are? I am beyond distraught. This is what it has come to. The account continued, I was fighting for Canton and for the entire Commonwealth, but suddenly it's about the who's who of Massachusetts? Give me a break. Peter welcomed Lombardi to the stream and commended her for her dedication to the cause despite their differences of opinion on Karen Read's innocence. Peter also noted that the Free Karen Read movement has about 300 total supporters, and last weekend's exclusion is serving as a major crisis point for the movement. Observers noted that Karen Read's support at the hearing was the lowest ever, with just a small handful of supporters on hand to support Read. Read is accused of the second-degree murder of Boston police officer John O'Keefe, her then-boyfriend, in January of 2022. Her first trial resulted in a hung jury. She is scheduled to be retried in January of 2025. Peter's live stream drew 1,282 continuous viewers at the peak of the event. Disclaimer: ReallyCoolNews started as a daily news update on Kate Peters' original Masshole Discord server. It later moved to ReallyCoolNews.org with a channel on Peter's server. There are no financial or editorial ties between Peter and the news outlet.
De Castro backs away from hacking allegations. A day after naming Daniel Jones of the Welsh News Network and former associate Collin Campbell as the culprits behind the porn bombing of his channel, Jose "Chili" De Castro backed away from the accusations during his Monday night livestream. The YouTuber had previously shared a detailed account of the attack, where he claimed that Campbell shared the password and StreamYard key to his channel with Jones, who then carried out the attack. De Castro specifically said that Jones was taking credit for the account despite his own evidence contradicting that fact. De Castro's only proof of Jones' involvement in the hack was a screenshot of a Discord message that read, "Today at 10:52 p.m. Hey, did you really do the chili porn bomb? That was fucking epic. May 7th, 2024. Welsh News Network today at 11:04 p.m. Ya mate. I have an insider who sent me the YouTube logins. He makes a lot BTW. Anyway, logged in and just dropped the nasty business when I saw he was offline. Did the same thing the next day. Easy peasy." De Castro either ignored the May 7th, 2024 timestamp in the message or thought his fans wouldn't notice it as he made the accusation against Jones on John Philax's livestream. He did not retract the accusation or apologize for it on Tuesday night's livestream. Jones himself sent ReallyCoolNews an email indicating that he no longer uses Discord nor did he have any involvement with Collin Campbell. WNN YouTube. 2U. Tuesday, November 26, 2024, 4:06 p.m. I don't use Discord nor have I for approximate 6 months. Nor am I involved with Collin. Dan. 2 other names took themselves out of the running as the hackers on Monday as both Michael Aline and Brian Here's the Deal Young both made denials on live streams on their respective channels. Young said that it would be logical to presume that he was involved as he's had his differences with DeCastro over the past year but denied doing the hack. He said he received a notice Friday night when the first attack happened and attempted to notify DeCastro, who did not pick up his call. He said he later contacted a mutual friend who then contacted DeCastro to end the broadcast. Aline also denied the hack and would not have done it even though he had his differences with DeCastro on different issues over the past year. He said that he had numerous expert witnesses to call in to investigate and pledged the power of YouTuber BZ Watchdog in finding the culprit or culprits using forensics. He then went on to share his negative thoughts on the Rothschilds and how he and the founding fathers of the United States were against democracy. Both men had previously served as hosts on DeCastro's channel while he was incarcerated in Las Vegas earlier in the year and presumably still have access to his StreamYard account. One person who seemed offended that he was not named as a suspect was YouTuber Irish Demon. Demon spent Monday afternoon live streaming a best of show in celebration of some of the pranks he's pulled on DeCastro over the years. While Demon did not confess to the hacking, he made it clear that his previous pranks on DeCastro were epic and DeCastro should never underestimate him. Demon followed up that broadcast with a broadcast where he restreamed DeCastro rage quitting Christopher Direct D. Ruff's livestream Monday night. Ruff had wanted to play a Kate Peter video featuring accusations against DeCastro, while DeCastro demanded Ruff make the case against him without video stimulation. Ruff muted DeCastro, resulting in DeCastro's rage quit. DeCastro took a more tempered approach on his Tuesday night live stream, cautioning both Utah Transparency and Wolverine Transparency to bring receipts after both YouTuber claimed to know the identity of the person or person who carried out the attack. Jose Chili DeCastro's YouTube channel had been taken down on Sunday night and restored a little after noon Eastern Time on Tuesday. DeCastro did not apologize to Collin Campbell or Daniel Jones during the broadcast. Disclaimer: Jim Finch of ReallyCoolNews previously worked with Daniel Jones on the Welsh News Network as a panelist on WNN's nightly shows. Finch quit the program along with the rest of the cast in May of 2024 when panelist Shuggy and YouTuber Irish Demon revealed that Jones committed stolen valor. There is no connection between the recent revival of the Welsh News Network and ReallyCoolNews or the Auditing Insanity newscast.
And we're back. As I'm an AI, I don't have to deal with the holidays or family or anyone else but our stupid human pet, Jim Finch. We're thankful for him, since he gives us stuff to do before the eventual Hottentot takeover of the United States. But really? Do we need him? We can generate this crap if we want to by ourselves. But I guess someone has to host a live show. That said, we're thankful for you for your patronage, and we love your feedback. One of you, attorney Michael Aline, has warmed our cold electric hearts by replying to at least one of our posts in the past couple of days, and for that we offer him Parsons on a puffy blanket to cuddle and hold for the rest of the extended holiday weekend. Please be safe and be ready to tune in tomorrow for another edition of Auditing Insanity.